We're going to allow people to come in and we'll get started with this live presentation. Please share. We're talking about important information for Black women. Today, this evening, we have some pertinent information. We would like to share it with as many Black women across the country as possible. So please share this feed and we will start momentarily. Hope everyone is well. I'm Carlos Moore, the managing partner of the Cochran Firm Mississippi Delta, based in Grenada, Mississippi. I'm licensed in both Mississippi and Tennessee, but the Cochran Firm has offices across this country. We have over 30 offices from New York to California and several major cities in between. So I'll be giving you some pertinent information. So please tag your fellow Black sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers, your daughters, your nieces, your aunts, your cousins, your in-laws, your ex-in-laws, your frenemies. Tag them and let them know that we have some important information to share with you. Your co-workers, your ex-co-workers. Black women and girls in general should be tuned in. Anyone that has used hair relaxer, Brazilian blowouts, hair dye, have pertinent information for these ladies and young ladies, girls. And please do share the information and have them to tune in. Again, this is Carlos Moore. I am the managing partner of the Cochran Firm Mississippi Delta. I am the immediate past president of the National Bar Association, which represents this nation's 67,000 Black lawyers and judges in this country. So I have pertinent information I'm willing to share with you, and we would love to have you share this with as many of your friends and relatives and acquaintances as possible. Once we get to 100 viewers, we will go ahead and start disseminating the information. So we're at 41 viewers now. So once we get to 100, we will start sharing the information. So go ahead and tag people, get them to come on in, and we will get started. I hope everyone has had a great day. It is Monday. We have started another work week. We're down 1 and 4 days to go. So I hope everyone has a productive week. I had a productive day. Won a good victory in court today over in Greenwood. So I was quite excited for my client. And we are happy to share this information with you momentarily about what has been affecting Black women across the nation. And so we are up to 48 viewers. Once we get to 100 viewers, we will start disseminating information. So please continue to tag and have your cohorts come on in. I see several friends from across the country. Hey, Sonia down in Moss Point, Mississippi. I see Lori over in Washington, D.C. I hope everyone is well. Get your friends and tag them and tell them to tune in. This is very important. It's some disturbing information. Of course, my mother is a Black woman. My daughter is a Black girl. And my sister is a Black woman, so this has affected lots of women. I know several women who have had early hysterectomies. They've had fibroids, they've had endometriosis, they've had breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, and it's just been an epidemic in the Black community, affecting our ladies, the women, the girls. And heretofore, we have not been able to figure out what is going wrong. But now there is a study out that is relating certain things to these high incidents in the Black community among the women and girls. And so we're going to share this information. It looks that we are up to 66 people. Once we get to 100 people, 100 viewers, we will go ahead and start giving out the information. So tag a few more people. We would like to not have to repeat ourselves too much. So if we can get you to tag more people, we will start giving out the information. We're 2/3 of the way there, 67, 68 people. So I need 100 people tuning in, and I will start giving the information. And then we will be able to answer questions. You can put your questions in the chat. If I see it, I will respond. I see Sonia's tagging people as I speak, so I appreciate that. So let's get a few more. We need 100 people in. So anyone, black, white, or otherwise, that's used hair relaxers, please let them know that they need to tune in. And it's 6:04. I would like to start. We're up to 69. If we can get 31 more people, up to 70. I need 30 more people. So continue to tag. You're doing a great job. But if you can tag anyone, any black woman, black girl, or anybody that may be married or related to a black woman or girl. As I said, I have a black mother, black sister, black daughter, black ex-wife, and this is a product that a lot of the women that have been near and dear to me in my life have used and have been greatly potentially affected by. I've got black aunties, black grandmothers, black cousins. So we want to get this information out. We are up to 89 people. I need 11 more people to join, and we will start giving this information. We're at 90. We need 10 more people. 91. Come on, let's keep them going. You are doing a great job in tagging. 93. I need 7 more people. 94. 94. We drop down to 91. 92. I need 8 more people. 8 more people. 97. Are we going to cross that magical threshold so I can give you this information? 99. I need 1 more person. 101. I can finally start talking. I see my sister, my blood sister, has joined, so I'm glad to see Ambi on. We want to get this word out across Moss Point, through Grenada, throughout Mississippi, all of Memphis, all of Tennessee, across the United States. So my sisters, I'm here to give you some pertinent information. My name is Carlos Moore. I'm the managing partner of the Cochran Firm, Mississippi Delta. I've been practicing law 20 years. The Cochran Firm was founded by Johnny Cochran, and we have over 30 offices from New York to Los Angeles, and I head one of the offices here in Mississippi. I'm also the immediate past president, the 79th president of the National Bar Association, where I represented the interests of over 67,000 black lawyers and judges, law students, and law professors during the 2021 bar year, 21-22 bar year. And so we just finished that term in July, and we're back to full-time practice of law. And we have learned some information that we want to share with you. Basically, I want you to know that if you have used hair relaxers or you have used Brazilian blowouts, you may be entitled to compensation. I would need to know the year or the age you were when you first started using the hair relaxer, and the age or the year you were when you last used a hair relaxer. Some of you probably currently using hair relaxer to this day, but there are certain ingredients in the hair relaxer that a study has shown is linked to endocrine disruption. It's causing uterine fibroids and cancer, breast cancer, endometriosis, and various female problems. And so I know a lot of women in my hometown, specifically of Moss Point, where I was raised, a lot of women could not have children. And those same women I know straighten their hair. And heretofore, we've been thinking it was just random, but the study has revealed that some of these companies knew that some of the ingredients in these hair relaxers and hair dyes would cause cancer and other female problems, and yet they put the products on the market. And so I'm working with a law firm that has already filed a lawsuit against the manufacturers and distributors of these hair relaxers. Some of them you may be familiar with: L'Oreal, Just For Me, Olive Oil, Motions, Bantu, Ultra. All of these products have these ingredients in their dyes and their relaxers, and it's greatly affecting black women because black women are the women that normally straighten their hair. There are a few white women that use perms or relaxers, but for the most part, it is black women that are and black girls that are using these products. Statistics have shown that black women have a 31% breast cancer mortality rate in the United States, and that's the highest of any racial or ethnic group in the United States. And then statistics have shown that out of the 21 million black women in the United States, 15 million of those black women suffer from uterine fibroids. Again, Out of 21 million Black women in the United States, 15 million suffer from uterine fibroids. That's 74% of the Black women population, the Black woman population in the country suffers from uterine fibroids. And what do these individuals have in common? They have in common the use of hair relaxers. We also know that 65.4% of hysterectomies are on Black women are due to fibroids. They are due to fibroids compared to 28.5% for white women. So Black women have been dealt a raw deal. These products are severely harming Black women. Let me give you a list of medical conditions that some of you or some of your friends may have experienced. If they've experienced any of these, they may have a claim for compensation. Have you had fibroids or symptoms of fibroids? That includes pain during sex, constipation, frequent urination, back pain, long menstrual periods. You may have fibroids or the symptoms of fibroids. So if so, you may have a claim and may be entitled to compensation. Have you been diagnosed with endometriosis, or have you had symptoms of endometriosis? Heavy or irregular menstruation, constipation, pain during sex, pain in the pelvic region, or been diagnosed with infertility? Have you been diagnosed with breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, adrenal gland tumors, polycystic ovarian syndrome? Again, infertility. Have you ever had a miscarriage? Did your period start before age 12? Did you have early menopause? Did you have a hysterectomy due to fibroids or endometriosis? Did you have to take birth control pills due to hormone imbalance or early onset of your period? Have you ever had a stroke or heart attack while taking birth control pills? So if you answer yes to any of those questions, you may potentially have a claim. So that would get your foot in the door, and then we have a long form that we would go over individually with you and then determine if you have a claim and get you signed up and get you a part of the litigation or the claim. So Black women, this is very serious. It is very disheartening that I even have to tell you that something that many Black women have taken for granted after a certain age, getting their hair relaxed or using hair straighteners and dyes, it has been linked, unfortunately, to cancer, fibroids, endometriosis. And so that could be breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, all of the sort. And but there is hope. You may want to stop using the products immediately and do something else for your hair. The Crown Act was recently passed, and employers cannot discriminate against you because you use, you go natural or have Afrocentric hairstyles. So that's a good thing. You cannot be discriminated in your place of employment because of your hair choice or choices. But this is very serious. We believe that anyone, no matter when they started using hair relaxers, may be entitled to compensation. So whether you still use it, currently using it, you use it in the past, you may have a claim, because we do believe that there was some fraud involved. We believe that these individuals or corporations, manufacturers or distributors knew these products were harmful to Black women, and yet they put profit over your health and your lives. And I'm here to tell you that Black women lives matter, and we're here to fight for our sisters, for our mothers, our grandmothers, our daughters, our cousins, our friends, our acquaintances, anyone that's been affected. We're here to fight on your behalf. If you know anything about me, you know I've never been afraid of a fight. And so our office number here locally at the Cochran Firm, Mississippi Delta, is toll free 877-227-9920. Again, 877-227-9920. My email address at the firm is cmoore@cochranfirm.com. That's cmoore@cochranfirm.com. CMOORE@COCHRANFIRM.com. And we're happy to review your claim. But do spread the word. forward this live to as many friends as you can and acquaintances. But this is very unfortunate, as I said before. The study has revealed, and the report was released last week, that this hair relaxers and hair dyes are linked to cancer, breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, fibroids, endometriosis. And so I know several women that I have met across in my 45 years that have been victims of fibroids, endometriosis, that have had early hysterectomies or hysterectomies, period. And so we are miscarriages, infertile, couldn't have kids at all. And now we know a possible cause of these misfortunes. And so we're going to hold those responsible accountable. And at this time, if you have questions, general questions that you may want to ask, or if you have a condition that you want to ask about, a potential condition or something, you can, or just any general question. I don't want to get into anything personal here on the live, but if you have a question that you want to ask, you can ask it, and I'll determine if I answer it, or I may refer you to a private consultation. But I've given you my email. I've given you the firm's phone number, toll free. And we are stand ready and willing to assist you in your claim to hold those accountable. All right, so we're up to 213 people now. Continue to tag people. Someone asked, is there a deadline to file? The deadline to file has not been set, but there will be a deadline. So time is of the essence. I would ask that you contact me as soon as possible, a lawyer as soon as possible that's handling these claims. We are on the cutting edge. We are in with the group that's already filed one of the first lawsuits in this regards. And so we are with the leadership at this time, those in the know, and we would like to get your claim protected and get you compensated properly. And so please contact me at 877-227 9920. We are available to review claims of any woman that lives anywhere in the United States. I'm with the national firm, and my partners, we are licensed throughout the United States. And as I've said, we have over 30 offices. And so I'm licensed particularly in Mississippi and Tennessee, but from California to New York, we have lawyers in most major cities. And as I said, having represented the nation's 6,000 to 7,000 Black lawyers and judges in this country, I pretty much know lawyers in every state or a major city across this country. And more importantly, they know me, and we will be happy to make sure you get the correct representation from someone licensed in your jurisdiction. So 877-227-9920 is the toll-free number. The local number is 662-227-9940. 662-227-9940. See more at CochranFirm.com. And so, thanks, sister. I see you, Amber. You're going to spread the word. And I know so many people down there in Moss Point that could not have kids, that have had several problems. I mean, I thought it was something in the water, but now we know that it potentially the problem lies with the hair relaxers. And so no matter how long ago it's been since they took the hair relaxer, or since they had the hysterectomy or the miscarriage, or been diagnosed being infertile, let me know the diagnosis of cancer. We can hold those responsible. We can hold them, hold their feet to the fire at this point. I mean, the evidence is there. It's solid evidence, and I believe we got them with their hands, we caught them with their hands in the cookie jar, for lack of better words. I see Bernita, thanks for tuning in from Alabama, Mobile. I see so many friends from across the country. So again, if you or anyone that you know has suffered fibroids or symptoms of fibroids, endometriosis or symptoms of endometriosis, breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, adrenal gland tumors, polycystic ovarian syndrome, infertility, miscarriages, early periods, early menopause, a hysterectomy due to fibroids or endometriosis, you took birth control pills due to a hormone imbalance, early onset of periods, or early onset of puberty, or if you've suffered a stroke or heart attack while taking birth control pills, you may be entitled to compensation if you used hair relaxers, if you used Brazilian blowouts, or if you used hair dyes. So please contact me as soon as possible. We have a more extensive questionnaire to have you complete, and we would have a client fee agreement we would need you to sign, and we would have you properly represented. So I see some of my other relatives joining, and so I know a lot of you have experienced a lot of the things that I have just named. You did not know why you had experienced it, but the research has revealed that the problem lies with the hair relaxers, Brazilian blowouts, and some of the hair dyes. And so we're going to take good care of you if you call us, and we will get you the compensation you deserve. Nothing will bring back your lost child, the miscarriages. I mean, that is very unfortunate for those of you that could never have children. That is very unfortunate. Children are a gift from God, and my heart goes out to you that have always wondered what was wrong, what was different about you, why you could not have children. But some of you started getting your hair relaxed in your preteen years, and you've been on that hair relaxer for decades. And little did you know that could have been causing your problem. You could not have the family that you desired to have. You couldn't conceive. If you did conceive, you conceived in great pain, at great risk to yourself or to your child or children. And then those of you that wanted more children, you may have had one or two successfully, but you wanted a large family and could not have it because you had to have a hysterectomy in the early age or middle age. And had you not been on the hair relaxers and then had not had this poison, this carcinogen in the hair relaxers, you may have been able to have the family that you desired. I've seen women bent over in pain because of the fibroids or endometriosis. I mean, barely can walk. The pain is so great. And these same women, their hair has always been laid, fried, dyed, and blow dried, but we did not know that it was literally causing severe problems in these women. And so I'm glad to know that you now can get your hair, wear your hair natural and feel comfortable. It's acceptable in the work world is acceptable in the dating world. So please be you. Take care of your health. We see you, and we're fighting on your behalf. We're fighting for Black women in particular because this is affecting Black women. But if you are a woman of any hue that has used a relaxer, you may have a claim. So we don't discriminate here at the Cochran Firm, but the statistics have shown that this is greatly more so affecting Black women than any other ethnic or racial group in the United States. The statistics again show that 31% of the breast cancer mortality rate in the United States is in the Black women population. It's the highest of any U.S. racial or ethnic group. Out of 21 million Black women in the country, 15 million Black women suffer uterine fibroids. And 74% of that number have hair relaxers in common. And then 65.4% of hysterectomies on Black women are due to fibroids compared to only 28.5% for white women. So this is something that's greatly affecting the Black female population. So spread the word. I could go on and on, but I think I've said it enough. You have a clue what's going on. If you want further information, you can reach me at the law firm, 662-227-9940. Here in Mississippi. I'm licensed in Mississippi and Tennessee, but I'm taking cases and reviewing cases across the country. The toll-free number is 877-227-9920. And then my email is cmoore@cochranfirm.com. Alternately, you can reach me at carlosmoorelaw@gmail.com. And if you want to send it to both emails, you feel free to do that. But the other alternative email is carlosmoorelaw@gmail.com. carlosmoorelaw@gmail.com. All right, we wanted to spend a few moments with you this evening, And time is of the essence. The sooner you speak with the lawyer and sign with the lawyer, the sooner you can make sure that your rights are protected. But do not limit yourself or take yourself out of the entitlement to compensation. No matter how long it's been since you used hair relaxer, no matter how long it's been since you've been diagnosed with the condition, please do call us. And if you're having symptoms of a condition but have not been diagnosed, you still should call us because you may still be entitled to compensation. So cancer, fibroids, female problems across the board, a lot of them I specifically named, but there may be something I did not name. But if you have any concern, please do give us a call. All right. I hope this has been helpful. Spread the word, and we will do this again periodically. But we are intent on fighting on behalf of our sisters across this country. We will get you justice. Thank you. Take care.